to those who might be physically disabled. So I think there's like a pseudo happy ending to the story. Now, it's probably not going to be, you know, on ESPN anytime soon, but that's okay. Very nice. And big pogos. Big pogos. Toffoli? What did I go back an hour and a half? Said maybe we'll get Toffoli on the jersey. I'll tell you though, if they go out in the first round, this is a Hughes jersey. If they make it to the Cup Finals and Toffoli gets like 15 goals in the playoffs, that's the only way he's getting on here. But then he better re-sign, or it's got to be money on my end or no fucking deal. This is Pogo City, baby. What it do, baby? Yeah! Set. Send. God damn it. I knew we were going down, but I didn't want to believe. Honestly, Demko is better than Markstrom. Don't at me. That's like one of those takes that's just like, it's bad bait. He might be better than Markstrom, but like, there's nothing in the stats to support that. It's just an unnecessary, it's just a bait piece of text content. Whoop. It worked. Yo, you really got me, Jane. Good one. It's okay. The key is to push yourself, not fling yourself. I was a speedrunner of this game, smiley face. Were you a good speedrunner or a bad speedrunner? Your answer may change how I feel about the advice. Because, like, right now, I'm speedrunning the game. I'm pretty bad, but, like, I mean, this is my fastest run so far. We're setting a new PB. Was never in the top scores, but my fastest time was 7 minutes. That is pretty amazing. It is a great time. Sorry, I said something. Whoop. World record is 1 minute and 37 seconds. What the heck, dude? How? Are you going to any PAXs this year? We have gone to... I will never go to East again. Just to be straight up. They'll have to they'll have to pay me 10 times more than it's worth for me to go to East. South is like, I would say there's like a 20% chance I would go at some point in my life. We go to West every year, but even then I'm kind of like, I don't know. I like it, don't get me wrong, but if we stopped going, I would be like, that's totally fine as well. Oh. Like, I don't know. I've been to like 12 PAXs or something. Kind of just like, I think I've seen enough of PAX. A gamer's dozen. Exactly. I'm starting to get this one. I know it doesn't look like I am, but I can feel myself getting better. It's just like it's a smoother send than ever before. Any 90-day news? No, I didn't even, like, I haven't watched the first episode of the new season yet, but there is one dude on it who's like, apparently he lied to his fiance that he was tall, and instead he's short and has no neck. Nothing wrong with being short and having no neck, but if you put on your dating profile that you're 6 foot and you have a neck, well, you know, misrepresenting it a little bit. But I haven't seen anything apart from that. But I did, have you guys ever seen Love After Lockup? Now that's a damn show, dude. Great show. Oh my god, that show's great. It's a show about people in a relationship where one of the people is an active inmate in the corrections system. And I'm sure, and you're not going to believe what I'm about to say, I'm sure there are situations like that that are normal-ish relationships. None of them are on this show. Please. Like, let me tell you. There was one lady on it. Her fiance was in the joint. He got out of the joint, and she had promised him a steak and a blowjob. Those were her words, not mine. I'm not putting any finesse on this. And, so when he gets in the passenger seat of the truck, she says, "What do you want first, your steak or your blowjob?" And without missing a beat, he just says, "I'll take the steak," which is just one of the best delivered lines in comedy history, as far as I'm concerned. It's just an unbelievably good line. Well, see ya. The show is called Love After Lockup. There's another lady on it, and I gotta tell you, like, I feel bad making fun of her, because, I mean, I think she's, like, all there, but she clearly has, like, some emotional issues. So she was engaged to a guy that was in prison, and is still in prison. But while she was engaged to the dude that was in prison, she started cheating on him with another dude that was in prison. Like a different prison. So she's got like two concurrent prison relationships happening. And she's like, well, if one of them finds out, there's going to be trouble. And I'm like, yeah, there's going to be like a lot of trouble. Like a lot of trouble. It seems very bad for like your happiness, but also just your own well-being. What kind of crimes are they in for? Well, like one of the ladies, this is a different lady. This is 3 different people so far. One of the ladies is dating one of Florida's most infamous drug kingpins. And, you know, he's in prison for like 30 years, something like that. And she throws like a rooftop dinner for her family to announce that she's dating this guy. And then, like, all of her family are like, you're dating, you know, this guy? Like basically Tony Montana. And she's like, yeah. And then they all get really upset and leave. And she's like, I don't understand why they're upset. Like, they're upset you're dating Walter White. That's why they're upset. The man's a household name for selling narcotics. And then all of this is compounded by the fact that they're doing it on TV, which just makes it that much better. You are 85% of the way to the end. Please just focus. Dun, 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 dun. Smooth. That's okay. Skirt. That was better. Smooth and loose is a little better here. Smooth and loose. Good. Have you seen Love is Blind? I watched the first episode and it just kind of annoyed me. Like, I know a lot of people are sort of thinking it's like kind of junk food TV, but in a good way. When I was watching it, I was like, man, these people are like my age, but they act like they're 15. But that's true of literally every reality show. So I guess I can't really complain. I want to hear you shit on Jessica. Let me see. Jessica, Love is Blind. This woman on Love is Blind fed her dog wine out of a glass. Wow. I know Jessica. She's a real estate agent, right? Is she a real estate agent? No idea. No one watches it but you. Anyway, I recognize her face. She fed her dog wine out of a glass, huh? I don't know. I mean, that seems like pretty dumb. There's no doubt about that. That's true. I was thinking, I was like, look, it's bad, don't get me wrong. But sometimes you hear stories about like, well, at this old pub in England, the guy walks in with his bulldog. They give him one beer and they give him a tiny little beer for the dog. And the dog drinks it. But then I was also just thinking that aren't grapes like highly toxic to dogs? She also got engaged to a rebound and now is not physically attracted to him. Did she get engaged to that software engineer guy? The guy that works in AI? He seemed okay. It is very toxic for dogs. I don't know if it's still toxic. If it's in wine form, but, you know, probably better safe than sorry. I mean, they make, you know, dog food for a reason. Oh, she got engaged to a 24-year-old personal trainer? I don't know if I remember that guy. Shoot. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. Yes, they do make wine for cats, but it's made out of, like, silver vine and beets. It's not actual wine. But you probably just hold on, just be cool. We're just cool. We're loose. Couple of cool dudes just playing the game. Hey, have you seen this game? There's some slightly tricky jumps in here, but it's not really that hard. See? You probably should not feed your dog wine. And by probably, I mean definitely. But you 1,000,000,000% shouldn't do that shit on TV. This is a full dial. Shake out the hands a little bit. Get into position. Stay loose. Stay loose. Beautiful. Just don't move yourself backwards. Why are you moving backwards? Just set yourself down slowly. Get into position. Good pogo. Loose pogo. There you go. Do not ride snake. Oh no. That's okay. That's okay. I mean, this is new. This is a new experience for me. To be on this freaking bucket here. It's okay. It's safe. I'm with you. This is practice. We just practice here. I dare not ride the snake. Swinging is not the way. Okay, I have an idea. Use the bucket to pogo. And pogo onto that ledge. Stay loose. Stay loose. Stay loose. I don't think that's the way. As soon as you put force on the bucket, it moves in the other direction. Scoop. Swinging's not bad, actually. Okay, well, you know, we're gonna feel it out. We're gonna feel it out here. I mean, obviously, I'm gonna try not to fall on the snake. Curse my incredible comedic timing. I had to fight every instinct in my subconscious to not to stop that from happening. I had to fight every instinct in my whole freaking body. Got to get a good grip. Good grip on the bucket. Not terrible, not great. Perfect angle for the snake, though. Oh, this feels good. That'll work, boys. That'll work. Swing a little to get into position. It's a little much, maybe. Okay. Now you have to make the jump to the right? That's crazy. That's crazy. It's easier than it looks. You can pogo higher? I don't know about that. It's easier than Bindelman's jump. Like pogo, smash the left, use that to get you to the right. Don't trust us, just do what you feel is right. Okay, you know what? I agree. We're going to try a vanilla pogo first. Vanilla pogo is what I feel is right. You set yourself up to the right, and you stay loose. And you go. And you go. You just climb this thing? This is the hardest part in the actual game. You gotta find the invisible divots. There you go. There's a divot. Give it the divot. Possible divot. Possible divot. Most important thing, do not swing. Do not swing. There's divot 1. Pull up a little smoother in the future, please. We're barely hanging on here. Sir, are you a divot? That's pretty strong. I'm going to treat that as a very successful divot. I'm so secure. I'm so secure. A divot. Careful. Careful. Oh, he's so secure, dude. Look at it. He's flush with the mountain. He's fully bivouacked. That's a great divot. Full extension. Chill out. Chill out. Chill. Out. Chill out, chill out, chill out. Slow. Very slow. But you're not pulling the hammer towards you. You're pulling yourself towards the hammer. We're bivouacked. It's like when you deadlift. You're not lifting the bar. You're pushing the floor. You're not lifting the hammer. Just having a nice little walk up Skyrim Mountain. Very simple. Into the divot below. I'm running from the inferno. It's okay. Divot, divot. There's divot 1. Divot 2. There's 3 divots, and then you go fast. I don't believe you. Because go fast to me is like flail like a madman. Flail like a madman scares me a little. Oh, this is a good one. Could have been better. But that was some pretty good momentum. Dunka dunk 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 dunka dunk dunk dunk. I'm not gonna ride the snake, chat. Not on purpose, at least. Yeah, that's basically a big long green button that says end the stream. Thank you for the well wishes before bed. Much appreciate. I understand. Little late on, you know, parts of the world. The European Union and surrounding territories such as the United Kingdom. I deserve that. All things considered, at least it wasn't the snake. It's 5 a.m. in Egypt? That's crazy, dude. This is true. It is 11:40 in Newfoundland. It's almost midnight. Country's got a lot of time zones. I almost tweeted it the other day. I had a shower thought. What time zone is it in Antarctica? Like, isn't it like all the time zones at once? They use Greenwich Mean Time? I mean, you gotta pick one, I'm sure, but like... Just got back from watching the debate. How is he doing? Better than insert least favorite candidate here, am I right? Loose, you just stay loose on this one. Okay. Did you see all of the Reddit drama over quarantined subs? It's like when... Oh, see ya. It's like when Magic releases a banned list. I did not see the Reddit drama over quarantine subs, though. Stay loose. Just stay loose. Yeah, didn't Chapo get quarantined in the last ban wave? What is Chapo? Chapo is a podcast for the political left. To put it in the most unambiguous terms possible. Gunk. No, it's not about El Chapo. Can I tell you something? Corey, are you still in chat? Because I'm about to put you on blast. I made a joke about Amy Klobuchar in our Discord chat. Both Sinvicta and Corey had no idea who Amy Klobuchar is. And it blew my mind. Corey, I was like, you live in Canada. Sinvicta, I was like, you're American. But I didn't really make a joke about her. It was more like, you know, have you seen the clip of her repeating the same joke over and over? Well, Donald, the science is on my side, and I'd like to see how your hair stands up in a blizzard. It's like the joke, the bit itself is like okay, but then she's told it at like 90 on-camera events. Just stay loose, brother. Just stay loose. A little too loose, a little too loose. We're gonna tighten that one back up. We're gonna tighten that up. Okay. And then we're gonna set it. And then we're gonna get it loose. And we're gonna send it. And that's okay. That's okay. We're gonna make it. Hold on. Let me check if I have if these are relevant Discord messages now. Kate, are you in chat? You're leaving David on read. You sent a message that said, "Hey David, what's up?" And he said, "What?" An hour and 15 minutes ago. You didn't reply. Okay. Sometimes it's just a game. Kate knows how to play it. That's, you know, I would never do that to people. She's not doing it on purpose. But it's one thing I will never do to people, at least anymore. Anytime I have to talk to somebody, I tell them what I have to talk about in the message where I say we need to talk. Hey, Mathis. Hey, do you have time to talk at some point for like 10 minutes in the next couple of days? I'd love to pick your brain about the way that Chilluminati's going, because Dan and I are running our own podcast now. So I think that your insight could be really valuable. Let me know when you get a chance. It's not urgent. Thank you. Send a message like that. Somebody sends you a message that's like, "Hey, I need to talk to you," or "Hey, can we talk?" I'm like, oh, fuck. That's the worst. Whip. Mathis did get back to me in a timely. In fact, Mathis got back to me in minutes for that and gave me a lot of very useful advice. Starting next week, Check the Wire is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends, a premium MOBA in a mobile package. Welcome back to Check the Wire, presented by Raid Shadow Legends. Dan, who's your favorite legend of a shadow variety in Raid Shadow Legends? Oh, I really like Demetrius. I think he's a great melee DPS. What's your favorite feature of Raid Shadow Legends, Ryan? Oh, I really like how if you press the autoplay button, the game plays itself and I can just watch it. Really speaks to my sensibilities as a gamer. Yeah, starting next week, Check the Wire is no longer about streaming. It's about incredible stories of undercover cops. That's why it's called Check the Wire. Because they're wearing a wire when they go into the mafia clubhouse. Send it. That was majestic. Week after that, Check the Wire is about electrical engineering. Said it. The evils of Lucy was all around me. I was screaming in my hotel room. Ha! It worked. Flinging you is complicated. Okay. Whoop. Oh, going down the road feeling good. I'm going down the road feeling good. Clean. Oh, that was good. That's okay. Recovered. I'm just going to go ahead and say, if you were a speedrunner for this game, honestly, I don't feel comfortable with the hammer here. I need my hammer on the other side. If you are a speedrunner for this game, Bennett Foddy should have to make you sign a waiver saying that he's not going to pay for your physiotherapy when you get older. That's perfect. Then, just medium sends. This is our one. That's okay. That's okay. That was a good try. Might not get it on the first attempt. Life goes on. Kendrick strats one more time. Well, let's save it for a moment that's actually scary. But when I snake up, you recognize I'll be looking at you for the pay cut. Ooh. Not good enough. Would you ever become a Canucks season ticket holder? If the team still exists and I still live in Vancouver, if/when I retire, maybe. But to be honest, 41 Canucks games a year, 41 live hockey games is too much for me. The idea sounds cool, but then I'm like, man, that's 40 times maybe sitting next to assholes, 40 dinners of kind of bad stadium food. But we might do a quarter season package at some point. Yeah, dude, honestly, that's one of the things. We were close on that one. That's one of those things I'm jealous of in a weird way for like NFL season ticket holders. It's 8 Sundays, big whoop. Like 8 games a year, it's much easier to follow the whole season. Uh-oh, it's a hype train. Like, I feel, and Rob's talked about this, don't get me wrong. I love watching hockey, so I like that our season is 80 games long. 82, I guess, but sometimes people are like, hey, you remember that December 30th game against Colorado? And I'm like, dead ass, I do not. I watched it. I don't remember it basically at all. In football, you're like, man, the whole season turned on that game against the Browns. But then baseball, I'm like, dude, there's season. Oh, thank you, but also that was loud. There's season ticket holders in baseball. You're going to 81 games a year at Coors Field. I guess that's one. I don't feel comfortable with this, honestly. I want to be on the other side. I guess it is one of those things. Oh, thank you. Where with baseball, you're like, yeah, I missed 10 games. It's not really that big of a deal. Because baseball tickets are usually like, how much are like bad Yankees tickets? No, but like for real. Bad Yankees tickets can be as low as 20 bucks, 30 bucks. Yo, an anonymous gifter. Thank you for the gifted subs. This is for you. Look at that. See, that seems totally reasonable. Well, don't let me rephrase. For possibly the hottest ticket in baseball, that seems not that crazy. The worst seats in Rogers Arena for a Canucks game are depending on if it's a weekday game, they would be like 90 bucks Canadian. A weekday game against like a bad team. If they're playing like an original 6 team or Calgary or Edmonton, you're probably talking like 150 to 200 bucks for the worst seats in the house now. Yo, Nostradamus. Here you go. This one's for you. You stay loose. You send it. You find a divot. And you do it. That's why I haven't seen a Leafs game yet, but I've seen multiple Raptors games. Yeah, the Leafs stuff is just crazy. The cost of Leaf games is ridiculous. I will say, though, that what I'm about to say is going to make me sound like really kind of rude. But I took a great amount of satisfaction in the fact that, you know, tickets for the lower bowl to see Boston at Vancouver, people were probably paying $500 minimum. It depends how they got them. Let's say like $350 to $400 maybe to stay safe. And I saw so many people wearing Boston Bruins jerseys just to see their team get blown out 9-3 in the one game of the season that their team plays in Vancouver. I was like, oh, that's sweet. Yeah, but what about 2011 when we won the Stanley Cup? Yeah, okay. That was 9 fucking years ago. This happened like on Saturday. It ruled. Okay, divots. Divots, dude. Calgary just beat Boston too? Ah, shit. You were supposed to lose. Calgary was supposed to lose to... Well, no. You played... No, you played them tonight away, didn't you? Yeah, because you played them at home on, like, Friday. See ya. Anyway. Well, like, honestly... Look, there's 5 teams fighting for a spot, right? Vancouver, Calgary, Edmonton, Vegas, Arizona. 2 of them have to suck, okay? And I am not allowing Vancouver to be one. So if like 4 of the other teams could just get together and decide which ones are going to suck, that would be sick. Oh, angelic death, thank you. Thank you for the cheer. I'm not afraid. I'm very safe and bivouacked. Is this actually a divot or is this a lie? Like, I feel like this one's a lie. It's real. And it's spectacular. It's alright. Don't panic. I'm a Bruins fan, but I still like you. I mean, I don't like it. I have nothing against the Bruins fans either, nor the players. It's just the jersey. It's just the symbol on the jersey. Like if Quinn Hughes got traded to the Bruins tomorrow, which is not legal because the trade deadline just passed, but like the next time they played, I would be like, fuck that dude. Then if he got traded back a week later, I'd be like, my boy's back. My American son. It's just sports fandom. I cringe to the extreme when people get like actually upset. It happens in the Calgary Vancouver games all the time. Okay, divot please. Like this doesn't feel like a real divot, dude. You pull yourself towards the hammer, not the hammer towards yourself. Yourself towards the hammer, not the hammer towards yourself. No chat. No chat. It's okay, we'll try again. Yeah, the Astros situation is just crazy, like, from what I understand about it, baseball at least. The thing that sucks is, like, what do you do if you're an Astros fan and your team has been implicated in a you know, a cheating scandal. You're not gonna like not root for the team next year. But like, I don't know. I did go to the Astros subreddit, and I was surprised by how much of the subreddit was like, everybody else in the MLB hates us. There's conspiracies against us. And then like people started selling merch that was called like, or it was like Houston against the world or something like that. And I'm like, wow, that's really like, it's like a lot of work when you could just say like, I'm sorry. Like, that's crazy. Divot. 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 Yeah, like, I mean, nobody's, well, I don't know. I shouldn't say nobody because there's a lot of idiots out there. Like, nobody's mad at Astros fans. Unless you're being kind of like a dummy. But, you know, I do feel for the fans because you're like in a tough spot. Like, if it came out like, oh, you know, the Canucks were, I don't know, like putting damp towels instead of dry towels in the visitors' locker room so that when the people showered when they were in town, they never really felt like they were perfectly clean, and as a result, they just felt icky the whole game and didn't play as well. I'd be like, damn, dude, that kind of sucks. But at the same time, you know, I'm not really rooting for the team, you know, it's just kind of like it's just like a leisure thing. It's not like an enormous part of my life. It's Vancouver against the world, baby.